is interesting.
Yeah, you can go.
Yes, and gentlemen, today we had the UEFA Champions League trophy in the country. Bastian Schweinsteiger, of course, coming with the trophy to the country, and he said that, you know what, Kenya should be, turudi kwa Schweinsteiger, kabla tukuje kwa president. Schweinsteiger says that, you know, rather Kenya should be playing at the highest level when it comes to football, and that is the World Cup. Sedo, what do you make of his comments?
You know, actually what I love about this, anyone doing a tour, doing a marketing tour about sports, they always think about, when they come to Africa, they will always think about Kenya. And as ourselves, we don't think about ourselves. People want us into that big stages. People want us to see actually us playing in World Cup, playing at a very high stage in Africa Cup of Nations. Our players dotted all over the globe, maybe more so in Europe. But as ourselves, we are so focused on other businesses, and we are leaving the sports. Seeing actually a German machine
landing, won the World Cup in Germany, won the Champions League,
landing here, and he's speaking confidently as if he has done a lot of research about Kenya. He knows a lot about Kenya. He tells a story.
I hope it's not scripted though.
Yeah, no. You know, you cannot script and go ahead and mention some names. At times they will run out of your brain.
It is scripted, it is showing something that...
This is something that Hassan, even if the script they start somewhere, they discussed about it.
Course,
Our name are really popping up in such kind of conversation. It tells a story of our talent.
There are only two African countries, Kenya and Zambia.
Why? Even whatever it's happening, you know,
Africa,
when people comes hard on social media is doing some justice to our country. When these people go pray, the Arsenalians go pray and doing whatever their rituals to ascertain Arsenal going to the glory, which does not happen, it tells a story to the global. When Manchester United, the mighty that you do mention, actually prays to win the Europa, and it does not happen, maybe Tottenham comes and beats them. But the Kenyans, fraternity and the family behind the soccer arena puts that communication to the social media hub. It tells a story of our
Now that you've mentioned
talent.
now that you've mentioned about prayer, President William Ruto said he is praying that Arsenal overturns that 1-0 win against PSG, the 1-0 loss to PSG.
You know what? And it's not my words.
Yes.
After the president has really mentioned that, there has been a lot of backlashes. People think that maybe he wouldn't have said that simply because his wording...
He's an Arsenal fan.
He is, but you see, when he comes out that strongly, people tend to think that maybe he's
jinxing them.
And at some point, he's coining the percept results, given that they are so hoped that they invested in and thinking that they will overturn things which might not happen. So as to say, the president, listen, Hassan, just give me one chance. The president, remember, he was praying. He's not quite sure. He's praying for that.
And you know what Bastian Schweinsteiger told him? Akimonyesha kidole asema promised land utaona tu lakini kwa mbali, ndio anamwambia Mr. President utaona kwa mbali.
But the way Hassan, truth to be said, it's not a walk in the park at the front. We saw what that PSG can do. Those youngsters, they have vested their time and they are really reading minds of Arsenal in every avenue. How they played against Arsenal is a very quick...
Before we get into that, Eshtemi, while still on what the president said, he said that, you know, this trophy coming to Kenya should also act as a way of inspiring young kids to work hard so that they can get to play in the Champions League in the future.
Like Mariga, you know?
Yeah, but Mariga is not a kid. Now,
no, I'm saying like the likes of Mariga.
Yes, Ishtemi.
I think I'll take a different route because it's not the first time this trophy is coming to Kenya. It came 13 years ago. Yeah. And also the World Cup trophy has been coming to Kenya. Yeah? So it's not something new. So I feel definitely market-wise doing a good job. Yeah. And of course it's about marketing. Yeah. Kenyans love football. They really follow football across the globe. And that's why through the social media, we can beat the trumpet and somebody in England, London, somebody in Paris, somebody in Brazil will listen to what a Kenyan is saying. But now coming to that pitch, 11 versus 11, that's why we draw the line. We are not so focused about trying to take that talent into that global space and compete against the best. That's maybe the challenge, maybe what Sebastian should have told them, point blank. We are hearing about you, but this is what you need to do. Yeah. Football can't be made through social media. It needs to be done through structures. Where are the structures? Where are the facilities? Let's go back to the...
Setting up one.
Yeah, let's just go back to sports 101 and then try to do the basics right. Once we do them right, then we can go back and try to compete with the best.
Should we take a break?
Let's take a break, man.
Of course, we take a short break. When we come back, we'll be giving you our results from the matches that we had on the cards last week, as well as the prediction for this weekend. That will be after the break.